All right, welcome to Iyun with Benzion and Xagiga Daf. Hey, I'm going to talk about two things today. First thing is these are two controversial things in Jewish hashkafa, and I want to set the record straight. We'll start with they're both really dramatic things I'm about to say, really controversial things I'm about to say, and I don't shy away from these things. I love talking about them, and we'll start from the line in the Gemara that says, the second thing on Daf Hamid Beis, that Hashem cries three tears, three things that Hashem cries about. So the Gemara says towards the bottom, there are three things that Hashem cries about. Three things Hashem cries about them every day. So the three things are: one is that someone who's able to learn Torah, to be osik in Torah, and he doesn't osik. Why, we can understand, right? He has free time. He's a rich guy. He doesn't need any more money. He can go learn Torah, right? He's a guy, a bachar in yeshiva. He's able to learn. He has the kishronos. He's not a guy who has ADHD, whatever you want to say. He can sit in his seat. He can learn. He has the ability to do it. And he decides to drink coffee all day. He can learn. He has the time to learn. It's the right time for learning. He doesn't learn. That we can understand. Makes sense. This is seemingly problematic. He can't learn Torah. It's hard for him to learn Torah, and he still persists and learns Torah. Now, that's what they explain it to me, and obviously, let's read the article. I always like to read the article footnotes over here because they really bear out what I'm trying to say. Footnote 37. This part of the Bryce is enigmatic, for it would seem that God should rejoice when one is unable to occupy himself with Torah, and yet does so. However, the Bryce teaches that God himself shares the pain, so to speak, of the person who exerts himself and studies Torah, even in the most difficult circumstances. So it seems that the way article explains it is that Imo Anochi Hashem B'tzara, Hashem is with them in their pain. He cries pain. He's empathetic with their learning, and it's causing them pain, so it's hard for them to learn, so he feels their pain. He cries in pain because of that. Some would say it's tears of joy. I would say a different shot. That really, it's talking about Torah, right? Like we said, there's time to learn, time not to learn. When you're in your yeshiva, you have time. Good. You're rich. You have tons of money. You could go learn. If you don't have money, if you don't have a good parnas, and you're sitting in kola for your whole life, and you have no plans of earning any money, and your immediate plans, pretty much roes hanolad or roes ha'achshav, is you have no money. You're taking 5 loaves of bread from the mirror every day just to feed your family. You're feeding them bread and maybe butter, maybe salt. I don't know what you're putting on the bread for your kids, for your 10, 12 kids. And certainly if you have, it's not a medical emergency, or you're going to marry them off. You hope to marry off your kids, right? And you give them an apartment, or your girls. It doesn't make any sense. Efshar L'asuk B'Torah. You got to get a job. I'm sorry. You have to plan for the future. Roas Hanola. It's more than Roas Hanola. Roas Ha'achshav. I was in a beer as a married man for a couple of years, and to see every day a new sign going up that give money to Rara and David, for this Avrei, if they got into a car accident, he needs 40,000 shekel. Or, this kid is marrying off their 10th kid, or marrying off their first kid. And they don't even have minimal hotzos for the wedding. And then we're talking about a wedding in the cheapest wedding hall in Tamir, Israel, the cheapest catering, and you don't have money for that. How are you going to have money for that? Your wife is at home taking care of 12 kids. I don't know how she's taking care of 12 kids. You know how hard it is to take care of 12 kids? Right now, my wife had a C-section, and she can't pick up anything for 6 weeks. And I am dealing with 3 kids. The oldest is 3.5, almost 4 years old, a little under 4 years old. A 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old kid. I am dealing with them by myself, taking care of the whole house, doing manly chores and womanly chores, everything. How hard it is to take care of them? I don't know how the heck women take care of 12 kids or even 3 kids. 3 young kids, 12 kids. Impossible what they're doing. And they have no money. The husband is he's earning less than 1,000, maybe lucky, 1,000 shekel a month at the Mir Yeshiva it's time to get a job. It's time to work, and not because Victor Lieberman thinks it's a good thing. It is time to get a job. Practically, that's what I'm saying. It's crying. Hashem's crying. He's sad. Efshar לעסוק בתורה. It's efshar to learn Torah. It's not the time to learn Torah, and you're still engaging in Torah. This is what you want. This is Hashem wants you to sit and learn. I heard some rabbeim, some rabbis here saying this was a Kabbalah from Steinman and all the Gedolim, that our job is to sit and learn. Our job is to sit and learn. Well, when you have no money, when you have no prospects, when you have, it's not even Rolas and Nola, it's Achshav, you have no money. It doesn't make any sense. You know what? I'm not going to say the second controversial thing. The second controversial thing I already said, I explained it already in the shir, the Daf Yomi shir itself. So go there and check it out. It relates to marital relations, our perspective on whether a man should enjoy, look forward to the bedroom and enjoy what goes on in the bedroom, or if he's just doing it for his wife. You probably can figure out which way I'm headed, which way the Gemara seems to be headed, or the way most people explain the Gemara is not the way it relates to the story here. The Gemara says about someone who speaks extra idle chatter. Hashem tells him at the day of judgment, when he's with his wife, the idle chatter during marital relations, he speaks, they talk about the phrases they use. Check out the Daf Yomi share, you'll see it all. You'll have a complete breakdown of my analysis over there. This is the analysis, the Iyun Benzion for today. It's also part of Truth from the Daf. If you heard any other the shiurim of Truth from the Daf, I have these segments on some of the lessons we can glean from the Daf Yomi, which are practical and contemporary and make sense to normal people. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you tomorrow.